Right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Well, my goodness. This is a time we have been waiting for a long time. How long? Since 2012 at this point. Let's be honest. Especially since December of 2017 when The Last Jedi hit theaters. So, Kathleen Kennedy, we've had a lot of stories over the years where it looked like Kathleen Kennedy was getting the boot out of Lucasfilm, and it never panned out. It never panned out. And today, it's actually happening. It looks like Kathleen Kennedy is gone. Elon Musk has actually made a comment on this. All the trade papers look like they're all reporting it now. Kathleen Kennedy is going to retire. Now, obviously, this doesn't give us the head on the stick moment, right, that we was hoping for, but they were never going to fire her. All right? In this day and time, there was no chance in hell Disney was going to fire Kathleen Kennedy because the media backlash, the legacy media, would have destroyed Disney, right? Powerful woman, oh my goodness, blah, blah, blah. Even though there's been plenty of justifiable things happen within the Star Wars universe to have her walked out, all right? Whether it's the nonsensical and just absurd things that happened or that she allowed to happen with Rian Johnson in The Last Jedi, Mandalorian Season 3 dropping off a cliff, Rian Johnson trilogy that is disappeared. None of us wanted it. But once again, that's a project that was scheduled and then disappeared. Benioff and Weiss, Game of Thrones guys. We're doing a trilogy until we're not, and they're gone. All right? How about what she's done to Willow? Let's not forget, this is not just a Star Wars issue, it's Lucasfilm. Willow, god-awful. Full of identity politics like Star Wars. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. A terrible name for a movie I've never seen, and Harrison Ford is my favorite actor of all time. Indiana Jones is my second favorite character of all time behind Han Solo. Let's not even talk about what they did to Han. It's one failure after another. But it's here, it seems, finally. Lucasfilm's boss is expected to retire at some point this year. After more than a decade ruining Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy is charting a course towards retirement. This is the Hollywood Reporter. Keep in mind, they're going to kiss her ass. All right? The Lucasfilm boss has told associates she plans to retire by the end of 2025. Puck reported Monday night. Reps for Kennedy and Lucasfilm were not immediately available for comment. Kennedy joined Lucasfilm in 2012 as the co-chair alongside creator George Lucas, and a few months later took the reins after Disney paid $4 billion for the company and Lucas exited and proceeded to run it straight into the ground. She launched the franchise, J.J. Abrams' The Force Awakens, and then they talk about the mixed reaction to The Rise of Skywalker. It is unbelievable. You want to see the legacy media? No mention of Rian Johnson in The Last Jedi. That's really where Star Wars, in large part, I would say half the fandom or more, died right there, along with Luke Skywalker. As Lucasfilm boss, Kennedy held one of the most visible and scrutinized jobs in Hollywood, and it was not always smooth sailing, you don't say. She fired Chris Lord and Phil Miller as director of Solo, a Star Wars story, in the middle of production. The film went on to be the first Star Wars movie to lose money theatrically. And sadly, one of the better products that's come out. She also sidelined Rogue One, a Star Wars story director Gareth Edwards, replacing with Tony Gilroy, who were brought on for overseas reshoots. The film became a billion-dollar hit, and it's a damn good movie. It is. Other projects were promised that never materialized. Ryan Johnson's trilogy, Game of Thrones showrunners D.B. Benioff and David Weiss. David Ridley's upcoming return to Star Wars has been languishing in development since announced to fanfare almost 2 years ago. But even as Star Wars struggled to the big screen, the franchise found new life on Disney Plus. The Mandalorian launching was a breakout hit. Yeah, it was. Until season 3, when they ran it straight into a brick wall. Boba Fett and Kenobi should have been the 2 easiest possible series to make that the fan base should be celebrating. They were trash. They were awful. All right, spawning multiple spinoffs, including the critically acclaimed Andor. It's good. Andor is good. I enjoyed it. I really like it. I look forward to season 2. God, I hope she didn't get her grubby mitts on it. Lucasfilm has The Mandalorian Grogu from director Jon Favreau due out May 22nd, 2026 as the first big screen outing for the franchise since The Rise of Skywalker. That goes on to talk about all the other films that she rode Steven Spielberg's coattails to success on. Getting his coffee or whatever it was that she was actually doing. So, a lot of reaction to this, as you can imagine. But Elon Musk, there I am. Elon Musk literally saying, yay. A lot of us have been hoping that Elon Musk would buy Lucasfilm, buy Disney, frankly. Get the investors together and buy the whole damn thing and save Disney. I mean, I can only imagine what. Can you imagine if we're seeing what he's done with Doge and finding money that's just being burnt by the government? Can you imagine what he would find in these movie studios? I mean, there would be, oh my God, I bet there is so much corruption in these movie studios. It's off the chart. So, normally, guys, I mean, back in the day, I might have done a reaction to the Andor Season 2 trailer. I liked it outside of that god-awful rock track they decided to put on it that absolutely wasn't Star Wars. But the trailer itself, the actual footage, it looks unbelievably good. It does. And Season 1, one of the best written shows I've seen in a long time. All right? But you're talking how many wins versus losses? 3 wins versus what? 15 or 20 losses for Kathleen Kennedy? Should have been fired right after the backlash from The Last Jedi that launched an online fan movement that will go down in history. There was so many people that created YouTube channels that are now mega successes. And as while I'm delivering good news for Star Wars, might as well celebrate this. Celebrate the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith, with the theatrical re-release. Experience it in theaters beginning April 25th. I mean, wow. Wow. This person, Andor's trailer, Kennedy's leaving. This, Star Wars is back. Well, we hope so, you know. We hope it's back, but we'll have to see. Depends on who they put in charge. There was a time when I would have believed that it would have been a slam dunk that Dave Filoni was the guy. And now I'm not sure I feel that way. Because he's had some misses too. Jon Favreau, maybe. All right? But I would like to see somebody that's got absolutely no political agenda whatsoever when it comes to storytelling. Tony Gilroy, I could see that maybe happening. Heavily involved with Andor. Some of that may be what happens with the success of that. Of course, involved with Rogue One. I don't know. He's written some good Star Wars. You know, the stuff he did in Rebels, really good. Was. I don't want to act like it's not. So we'll have to see. But it looks like, ding dong, the witch is dead. We hope. I mean, not literally. before anybody runs with that. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.